CJ Stroud has to be better for the Houston Texans. The two throws that he made today for interceptions are not throws that I believe CJ Stroud makes last year, so not interceptions that he would throw last year. The sophomore slump is in full effect here for CJ Stroud. Yeah, you can make an excuse here or there as to why the sophomore slump has arrived, but Stroud himself will tell you he is not playing well enough. I felt like it'd be a good time to take a look at those interceptions, break them down, kind of see what went wrong. And again, I don't believe either of these throws are throws that CJ Stroud would have made last year. So doing too much or the offense not nearly as good. Obviously, the pressure is worse, though I don't know that the pressure was horrific on either of these where he had to make some sort of crazy throw, nor was the game in a situation where he needed or had to make one of these throws and he had no other choice but to get risky. That was not the case either. But my friends at BetUS have powered this breakdown of the CJ Stroud interception. So without further ado, let's see what went down with the franchise quarterback on a couple of these interceptions. All right, so this is the first interception. Typically, I love when the Texans get aggressive. They've gotten points on the board with less time and less timeouts before, but they try to get aggressive. It backfires a little bit on them. Let's go through this. The first interception for CJ Stroud that puts the Titans in a great position to get themselves 3 points. So Stroud's going to get in the huddle after an incomplete on first down. They didn't hit Cade Stover, and they put a little motion there to show you maybe what the defense is doing. Nobody goes with Tank Dell. CJ Stroud's going to make a quick decision. There wasn't a ton of pressure. I don't feel like he had to make a quick decision, but he made a quick decision. He sends it out there. You can see Stroud's disappointed. I'm going to pause it here and run that one more time. So look how quick he makes this decision. He just gets rid of the ball. Stroud said after the game he didn't see John Mechie. He threw it to the window where Mechie was, and this just can't happen. It can't happen from Mechie. It can't happen from Stroud. A miscommunication in the play. And here's the replays here. Here's from the other end of the play and just throws it right to the Titans defender. Mechie's not in the right spot. He makes a quick decision, man. I don't know if CJ needed to make such a quick decision, but he throws the pick there. You could see the disappointment. Stroud with the hands on his head, a lot of times that's a CJ Stroud mistake. Stroud with the disappointment, it's a lot of times that's somebody else's mistake. He did both in this one. Leads me to believe it's a little combination of CJ Stroud shouldn't have thrown that ball. John Mechie should have done a little bit different on that interception. And obviously, it's a play that cannot happen because it sets up the Tennessee Titans right there in at least 3 points of a scoring position. The Titans could have got a little bit more. Their offense is better than the Texans on the day of this game. But 3 points right there. Obviously, if you have 3 more points, or 3 less points on the board for the Titans, things change in the second half. But it's not bad process. It's just a bad result. The Texans have stolen 3 points with less, but Stroud's got to be able to make a better play. I feel like he made a quick decision. He made the exact wrong decision with the football, and the Texans suffered because of it. And, of course, if these interceptions don't get better, if Stroud doesn't get better, it's going to be tough here down the stretch for the Texans. 5 games left, 1 game before their bye week. That game on the road against the Jacksonville Jaguars. And over at BetUS, you can already wager on that game. That's right. YouTube 150 is the code to get you a 150% bonus up to $2,000 on your first deposit. But you can already get in on Texans Jaguars next week, the start of December. Texans on the road, trying to bounce back from that horrific, terrible, embarrassing Tennessee Titans loss, and they are 6-point favorites on the road. That feels like a gigantic number for a Texans team that doesn't have its identity, and a Jaguars team coming off of a bye week where hopefully they got their mind right. I guess for the Jacksonville side, hopefully they got their mind right. Hopefully for the Texans side, they didn't get their mind right, but you can already get in on this and so many other things, including the total from the game. BetUS has everything, including the prop builder. It is so much fun. You can go in there from touchdowns to receiving yards to passing touchdowns and various other things. You can put it together. BetUS is the best when it comes to wagering on football, wagering on anything really, that you code YouTube 150, get you signed up. Now back to those interceptions that CJ Stroud threw. This is the second interception from CJ Stroud. This one didn't kill the Texans as much because they ended up getting the Jimmy Ward interception for a touchdown on the ensuing Titans possession, but still not a great situation from CJ Stroud. After first down, netted them no gains. or no yards on a 0-yard rush from Joe Mixon. The Texans line this one up. C.J. Stroud's going to try to look over the middle for his stud wide receiver, Nico Collins, and he's just not going to put the oomph into it that he needs. You see Stroud surveying the defense here, loaded up on the right side, a little motion there. The blocking's not horrible. Stroud had a little bit more than what he thought he had, and he just does not get the ball high enough. He explained after the game, the throw was low, and Stroud's been low on a lot of his throws this season. Not all of them have gone for interceptions, but the throw was low. The penalty gets declined. The Texans turn the ball over. Again, this one didn't kill them in the grand scheme of things because they got 7 points on the board on the ensuing drive because of what Jimmy Ward was able to do, picking off Will Levis. I guess CBS was going to show us a replay there and then somehow couldn't get into the replay. Here we go. Here's the replay from the other angle. Look, they've got this thing blocked up to C.J. Stroud's left. There's a little messiness on his feet. And then again, off that front foot, we've seen him throw some of those interceptions this season off that front foot. That one was yet another one that was off the front foot. He just didn't get enough oomph into it, similar to the Tank Dell interception against the Detroit Lions, where he was on that front foot and didn't get enough oomph into it. He's got to get oomph into those passes. And again, this one doesn't crush the Texans in the grand scheme of things. They led a few plays later because of Jimmy Ward's success, but it's indicative of some of the issues that C.J. Stroud has had this season. Just because they're not going for interceptions doesn't mean that some of the issues that we've seen in this accuracy, he was so accurate last year, he's not nearly as accurate this year. He's making mistakes with the football that he didn't make last year. Part of it is, yes, the pressure, the offensive line is not very good. Some of it's probably trying to do a little bit too much, but he is not playing within the skill set that he showcased last year, and that's a bigger issue than just an interception here or there against an opponent. It's a bigger conversation about how the offense is operating, how the coaches have coached him up, and how he's grown or hasn't grown or grown backwards in that sophomore season. Officially in the sophomore slump is C.J. Stroud. Yes, I know you can make an excuse here or there, but he's not playing as well as he needs to play. So the sophomore slump in full effect here for C.J. Stroud. What say you? Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of these. And, of course, if you feel like Stroud is in that sophomore slump, how does he get out of it? Because the Texans might need your help, because I don't know if they got the answers. Let me know in the comment section down below. On your way down there, throw me a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And don't forget to visit with my friends at BetUS. BetUS is going to take care of you with a 150% bonus up to $2,000 when you use the code YouTube150 when you sign up at BetUS. Appreciate you watching the video. Hope you enjoy it. Can't wait till we talk Texans again soon.